I don't speak for Melissa, but I can say with certainty that Melissa feels the same way when I say that if it wasn't for our online friends and family's support, I don't know where we'd be today. Over the past few years, you have supported us through some very difficult and major changes. I know some of you are recent followers from my ADHD video, so I wanted to share with you a little bit about me and my fiance. I'm diagnosed with ADD and attentive type generalized anxiety disorder, CPTSD, BDD, which is body dysmorphic disorder, and depression. But I don't let those labels define me. My fiance also has a litany of mental health diagnoses in which she openly shares on her platform, and we are both in addiction recovery. Melissa and I met on TikTok in the fall of 2020, and in December of that year we made it official. At the time, I was going through parental alienation, and Melissa was caring for her mom, who had paranoid schizophrenia, agoraphobia, depression, anxiety, and some physical complications. For the first 2 years of our relationship, I helped her care for her mom. Mama Lisa was an absolute joy. She brought so much light to this planet, and if you ever had the blessing of meeting her, you would see where Melissa gets her beauty from. Mama Lisa passed in December of 2022. And the following February 1st, Melissa celebrated 8 years clean and sober, and I proposed to her. And that summer, I went to Dayton, Ohio for a vasectomy reversal surgery. I had the vasectomy for about 11 years, and ultimately, the reversal failed. Fast forward some months down the road, Melissa, out of nowhere, became critically ill. We had no idea what was going on. It was like her entire system was just shutting down. We went to multiple neurologists in Southern California. We went to the emergency department in our town a couple dozen times over the course of a couple of months with no answers. We visited a holistic Lyme literate doctor. She came up negative for Lyme disease. We tested our dwelling space for black and toxic molds, and that came up negative. It was a complete mystery and a very scary time for her. Eventually, her primary doctor began taking her seriously, and he referred her to a rheumatologist, who has helped to give her partial answers. She was diagnosed with lupus a few months back. 18 months down the road, she still and daily experiences a slew of autonomic dysfunction that hasn't been diagnosed. She got some pretty extensive genetic testing done recently, and that reveals the likelihood of her having autonomic dysfunction or some form of dysautonomia. She has a tilt table test in May, which will reveal a lot for her. Sometime after that, we're going to be heading south so I can be closer to my kids. When I'm not creating content, live streaming, or talking to my kids on FaceTime, I'm helping Melissa with her animal rescue. Together, we rescue, foster, adopt out, and TNR cats. We're currently working with 2 colonies, and it gives Melissa so much purpose in life. Between the 2 of us, we have over 15 years clean and sober. I create mental health content with a spiritual-based recovery as the catalyst, and Melissa loves posting content on her For the Cats and Kittens page. We are taking on the task of caring for Melissa's dad, as we are going to be moving him with us when we move south. There's a GoFundMe in my Linktree in which we're fundraising for him for permanent housing. Melissa's dad struggles with paranoid schizophrenia, he has intellectual disabilities, and IBS. He just can't take care of himself, but his case is so complex that nobody else wants to either, so we are going to do that. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts to our OG friends and family, and to all the new wonderful people who are supporting us along the way. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love.